What are your top features that customers love? Your top 4 features, sorry, that customers love.
Oh, good question. A very good question. I think there's certain tools in Fathom that are really, really popular. I think a big focus of Fathom, probably the first one I'd highlight, a big focus of Fathom is measuring the metrics that matter. And so in Fathom, we provide you with the capability to measure a range of standard financial KPIs, a lot of those ratios that we know and love, but also the capability to define your own custom metrics. And building out a formula for how this metric is going to be calculated. So imagine we wanted to track revenue per employee, or wages as a percentage of sales, or average revenue per patient per day if you're a medical centre. Whatever it is, you can simply define, you're only limited by your imagination, you can define your own metrics which combine financial results coming from Xero or QuickBooks, but also non-financial results that you're keying into Fathom or importing into Fathom. And so a real power is the flexibility to really tailor your measurement system to really focus on measuring what matters for each client. And then we visualize that. You'll see it come through in the demo, but we visualize that in a couple of different ways. And one of the really popular reports is what we call our KPI Explorer. And it really just shows us on one screen a view of our company and just the metrics that we've selected that matter, whether that's 5 or 10 or 20 of them, and being able to quickly identify areas of strength, where we're on track versus our target or our budget, where we're off track versus our target or our budget. So one of the really big features and focuses of Fathom, as I mentioned already twice, easily measuring the things that matter for our business. Other key features that are really, really popular include what we call a goal seek analysis. That's a forward-looking type of analysis, almost like a quick scenario test with your clients or with your business managers, quickly saying, right, what do we need to do to improve our business's performance? And you can quickly adjust some of the key drivers in your business and see, right, if we can just make small improvements here, and here, what will be the overall impact of all of those? And we find that's a really, really powerful wow factor for accountants working with their clients, and it's great for business managers sitting around the boardroom table to do that form of analysis. Thirdly, a big part of Fathom, which I think is another wow factor, is the comparative reporting. So once you've looked at identifying and assessing your company in isolation, a big part of the reporting we do in Fathom as well is comparing how am I performing against my other franchisees, or how am I performing how's this client performing against other clients in the same industry, or how or for an advisory firm, being able to just compare their entire client base. So getting that helicopter view of all my clients, comparing, ranking performance is another big feature of what we do in Fathom. And I'd say fourthly, there's a huge request there. Again, it's a multi-entity reporting feature, but the ability to do easy consolidations. So being able to aggregate and roll up your financial, non-financial performance, consolidating your budgets and targets, and accounting for eliminations and adjustments if you need to, but quickly getting a view of this group of clients or related companies, related entities, how are they performing as a whole? And if you needed accounting for doing multi-currency consolidation, if they're operating regionally across the world, consolidating all back to a single presentation currency, that's a big part of what we do in Fathom as well. So hope that's highlighted a few features for you.
Definitely. That's a big one. Obviously, I wouldn't even have considered that one. The having different accounting systems, different currencies, and being able to have one base currency that you're converting it back to. Do you put in an exchange rate in your system that's your conversion exchange rate from that particular point in time for that report, and then you can just change it next time based on the rate?
Yeah, what we actually do is we pull the end of month and average exchange rates for the month as well from a few different online online source systems,
Yep.
so open exchange rates and so some of those different FX providers, and we provide you with all those different cross-currency conversion rates at each point in time.
Yep.
So that's all done for you. I think we support around about 60 different currencies to date, and so you can select, right, I want to consolidate it all back to translate all those accounts back to US dollars or whatever currency you want to present in. And Fathom does all that for you. And it's not just consolidating companies, but a really, really advanced, getting into some detail, but a really advanced reporting use case is being able to consolidate divisions, departments, locations within a country, within companies. So being able to select all your different divisions, a certain number of divisions from companies, and consolidating all those together, and seeing how they look as a consolidated whole, as a group. We handle that use case as well. So
excellent. Now you'd be able to handle, let's say I had 3 separate companies, one using Xero, one using QuickBooks Online, and one using desktop MYOB.
Yes.
It wouldn't matter if all those 3 companies of mine were on 3 different solutions. You could still consolidate them, couldn't you?
Absolutely. And if they're using a consistent chart of accounts, that makes things a little bit easier with the presentation. But even if they haven't standardized their chart of accounts across those 3 different systems, Fathom can still help to unify that chart of accounts and create consolidated financial statements and consolidated reports for that group. So definitely we can help with that.